Oops, I had to change my, I accidentally left the Power Hour name up. I had to just change it. It did change pretty quick, though. They did allow me to change that pretty quick. What's up, guys? Good morning, good morning. What's up, Mateo, Jeremiah, uh, BB, Skylar, John, Cargo, Lewis. What's up, man? Shirley. Hey, good work, Shirley. Killing it. All right. Oh man, I didn't get enough sleep last night. Whew. Let's see what we got today. Waking up a little bit late this morning. SBOT looks good. SBOT MYOV. MYOV looks good. ELTK is moving. WSM. We'll keep an eye on that one. Let's see what else we get. BIG. OKTA. BIG. What's up, Rich? Yeah, man, I just didn't get enough sleep last night. My kids, man. I blame my kids, you know. Hey, you. Alright, so I got my watch list basically here. Let's go ahead and write it out so you guys can see it. These are a few stocks that I'm currently watching right now, but I'm sure I'll end up trading a few more. I just gotta drink my coffee, and I think I'll be alright. What's up, Mitch? Oh man, you got stuck in your car. You got stuck in AMD. You'll be alright. Yeah, AMD doesn't look bad. You're in short, right? You should be good then, I think. Yeah, you should be good. Alright, so we can take a look at some of these. Let me drink some coffee, guys. I need to wake up here. Alright, so as you probably saw, I did post about it yesterday. But I took that $1,000 loss yesterday. But I actually kind of fought back and only lost, in the end, only lost about $100. Or $200. And so not bad. I mean, I'll take it. Let's see what the moment of truth is, though. I'm probably down. I'm guessing I'm down probably, let's say, $200, $150, $200 in this account. Maybe a little bit more after commissions. Let's see. Wow, it's actually not that bad. I'm only down. Oh, I'm down 300. Yeah. I mean, commissions must have been pretty high. But honestly, that's still super reasonable considering I was down 1,000 plus commissions yesterday. So, super reasonable. I'll take it, you know. Still very manageable. Today's the day, though, guys. Today's the day I go for it, you know. It'll be fun. Today's the day. Oh, man. What's everybody else's main watch? We got SBOT. We'll look up some news in a minute once I drink a little bit more coffee. Yeah, sorry, Mitch. Mitch is messaging me. I exited. I me do a sound check 1, 2. Let me see. Okay, good. All right, I'm still good. Yeah, no. So I had to wake up. I woke up at like 6:30 this morning, and what woke me up was the constant sound of this Discord. My Discord was just going off this morning. You know, it was just going over and over and over and over again, and it's like that thing was just going off this morning. And so I came in here, and I started up the stream about 15 minutes, 20 minutes early, and I exited out of my Discord because that thing was just going crazy. There we go. Alright, so yeah, we got SBOT here, SBOT, we got MYOV. What's up, Mitch? What's up, bro? All right. So let's see if any of these are actually tradable, though. I think that's the big thing. What did SOLY end up doing? I think that one kind of quietly faded back down. And again, you know, yesterday or way back when this thing was at like 25, I even said, I was like, you know, in a week this thing will probably be down. And it is. So it did make a decent run yesterday, honestly. Like SOLY made a pretty nice run, all things considered. I don't know if I'm actually going to trade it because, yeah, I just don't know if I'm going to trade it, but we'll see. And so the big thing really here is to see what kind of share size I need to take. So if my goal is to make like 20 cents from a trade, I need to probably look for $500 gains or so. And so let's see, 2,500 times 0.2. Yeah. That's right, 2,500 shares, right? And that's if I hold it fully. I'm just trying to calculate this in my head. So if I don't hold it fully, I'm probably guessing 3,000 shares. And then that way, if I sell like 10, I make 300. And then if I sell the rest, it'll probably even out to about 500. So I'm thinking 3,000 shares reasonably. But if it has a range like Roku did yesterday, I do not need to take that much. Because the big thing is just to stay in it, you know, and take my shot. What's up, bro? Yeah, sorry, man. I didn't see your Discord message because at about 6:30 this morning, Discord literally woke me up. I just heard nonstop Discord messages, just nonstop. And so I literally had to come in here, exit out of Discord, and I figured I might as well go ahead and start the stream up so I can sleep a little bit later. And yeah, that's what happened. What's up, Relentless? Fishbone. Right, hey, sometimes errors work out, bro. You know. Yeah, man. Yeah. Right. For sure. It's pretty good. So what are you up? Let's see. You got 2,000 shares. You said. So you're up like what? $800? 850. It's got to be like 850, right? Or 840. Let me see. Yep. You can see it. I'll show you guys it here now. Look, there it is. 885, actually. Not bad. Not bad for a little error there, you know. Right. Hey, you got some room. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I just got to go for it, and it's okay if I lose. It's okay if I lose. Like, right. Yep. And hey, regardless of what happens, I've been having fun with this. I really have. I've been having a lot of fun. Yesterday, I had a lot of fun with it, and even though yesterday was a losing day, it was my first losing day. And if you if you go by gross profits, I'm up a decent amount. You know, I made 400 and then 100. I made 400 Tuesday and then 100 on Monday. Or no, I made 400 Wednesday and then 100 on Tuesday, and then lost 212 yesterday. So I'm still up on gross profits, not net profits after commissions though. What's up, Bill? What's up, man? Honestly, I'm assuming that it's probably your computer. Uh, right, right, right. And that sometimes that's what you gotta do, you know. But you've been killing it lately since then, so don't stress it. Right. It's like me with Roku, man. Yeah, I literally, if you saw my P&L yesterday, it was like 8 green trades, 1 losing trade. My 1 losing trade was like $1,000 though. It sucked. Yeah, man. I tried to scalp it the other day too. It did not work. I realized two things. I realized in the last 2 days. I'm not good at power hour trading. I'm just not. Uh, I'm just not good at it. Um, oh, I did trade 2 p.m. and I faded. I faded SQ. It did work. Right. Right. Nice. Yeah, it worked for sure, and I definitely you get kind of in that zone where you're just doing well, and I was in that zone yesterday, kind of fighting back up until power hour. Ironically, I didn't do bad. I was flat in power hour. I might have lost like $60, but which is fine. Yeah, man. All right, so let's look at some news right now. So first, what things first with SBOT, really big runner, crazy moves for SBOT. And we can go ahead and look this up. So I'm showing Stellar Biotech shows results from the annual general meeting of shareholders. Shows board for company Edessa related to March 8th, 2019 exchange deal. I can't talk. Approved transaction expected to close June 2019. All right, so that's the news for SBOT. We also have, what was the other one I was watching? ELTK had some big news, so we can look that one up. But yeah, I'm definitely running on low sleep today. I can just feel it. Yeah, man. It's no fun. Uh, So ELTK, the news for ELTK is that they had quarter 1 results. Is all I'm showing, and it acted really crazy yesterday. Was halted numerous times for volatility, and is gapping up a lot today. We also have, what was it? BIG. Big is gapping up kind of big here. No pun intended. Oh, actually, I guess pun intended. But the company reported better than expected earnings for its first quarter for BIG. We also have OKTA. What? Yeah, man. I'm going to be watching that one for sure. That one doesn't look bad either, man. I definitely going to keep an eye on it. All right, so for OKTA, we have shares up after the company reported better than expected quarter 1 EPS and sales results, and they also issued strong second quarter fiscal year guidance and EPS. And so OKTA up on good guidance and EPS. We also have, what else do we get? AU, which is a gold stock. We have SPY is down pretty significantly. What else do we have here? We have WSM. They reported stronger than expected first quarter results as well. We have I think that's it. Let me know if you see anything else, guys. I think that's basically it right now. We can look at the overall market news because the market is down, so we can kind of check out futures today and see what we get. Let's see. Mitch, I'm going to apologize to you right now. Don't get mad.
What?
But you've been muted all morning.
All morning.
I'm sorry, man. All morning, bro.
Those things are pretty crazy.
Listen, man. Yeah, they might think they must think I'm just talking to myself. I've been talking to Mitch this whole time, guys, and he's been muted. Like I said, I didn't get enough sleep last night, and so I tried to preface this with that. I didn't get enough sleep last night, They say when you don't get enough sleep, they say when you get less than 6 hours of sleep, your IQ drops by like 10 points. And I kind of feel that way right now.
I think yours hit 11 today.
Yeah, man. Hey, don't hate. All right, so U.S. stock futures tumbled today after the president made a surprise announcement to impose tariffs on imports from Mexico, and amid reports China may be readying fresh retaliatory moves against the U.S. The Dow Jones fell 256 points, or 1%. S&P dropped 30 points or 1.1%, and the Nasdaq 100 futures slid 96 points, or 1.3%. So the overall market is down. What's up, Dylan? Yeah, sorry, man. Like I said, I think I had Mitch muted most of this morning. Thoughts on Uber with their $1 billion loss?
I'm a little scared at the SPY chart.
Yeah, man. The SPY's down,
I
man.
hate when I get this like huge bearish view on the SPY.
I mean, it's good for us, but if you think about it, the market's been dropping almost every day since what? Let's see.
Since the high. Since
Yeah, man.
did the third resistance touch.
So since May. So this whole month has basically been
Look
drops.
on a weekly chart, and it really helps describe the move.
Right.
It's going to be pretty scary if we start making moves down to 260s.
Right. I mean, one thing I'm actually very happy about with this competition in general is that it's teaching me to go long a little bit more as well. Like when most of the stocks are pushing up, I've been taking VWAP bounces and they've been working. They've been working pretty well. And so, I am grateful in that regard that I've been trading longs more often, and I can kind of feel myself probably starting to sway a little bit more towards longs when I trade with my regular account. I'm not going to be more long biased, but whenever stocks are pushing up well over the VWAP and pulling back to it, I don't think I'll have a problem, attacking VWAP bounces anymore.
It's trading with a purpose.
Yep. It's been fun though, man.
That's really the key in all this. You're going to be able to learn certain things and use it when you go back to your live account.
Yep.
And if that's all you gain from it, then that's pretty valuable. That's exactly what we pretty much use tests for, is that it gives us that ability, low commissions.
Yep. Hey, I'll take it,
And you notice one thing I think I tried to tell you yesterday about it, is that by having that big of an account, you start realizing that the commissions don't affect you as much anymore. The pressure there for the commission is barely there. You kind of don't even pay attention to it anymore. You pay attention a lot more to the trade itself. And this is the thing that beginner traders actually go through. It's pretty hard to trade with a really small account. It's not only the pressure of being, let's say, right or wrong, but you get also the pressure of every single time you take a trade, it's pretty costly on your account. The commissions overall will be a high percentage compared to someone that has an account of 240,000 buying power.
Right. I mean, I think the sweet spot for TradeNet is really like 500 to 1,000 shares. I think if you use 500 to 1,000 shares, your commissions are pretty cheap. Relative to most other brokers, like you use 500 shares, your commission's like $6. Well, it's like $6 total, like for a round trip, $3 each.
Yeah, round trip.
Which is ridiculously cheap, all things considered. Like with most other brokers, like Thinkorswim, for instance, commissions are like what, like $12, $14 a round trip, and so
SureTrader, a penny a share.
They're even more there.
A penny a share.
Yep.
It starts getting really expensive.
Yep. All right, guys. Let's see. We got about 8 minutes left.
Do some big sizing there at 989, 25,000 shares on Berry, VERI, penny stock on Watch, for TradeNet traders.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to be watching IOVA. Very important to me to see what's happening in that stock. Still really hasn't gone red on the daily chart. Kind of had that 1 day pullback, but that's about it. MU is going to be interesting. It's been holding up pre-market. I wanted to continue holding into the open, and we could get a quick drop in that one. The market is looking weak. I feel like yesterday was the big day of, are we going to have that quick bounce back, or are we going to be able to start knocking down through the support? Now we're really weighing on that support this morning. So I think that's the view you got to have. The SPY is being weighed on the bear side. You got to keep that in mind, whether you're going long or short.
Yep.
One of the things that John and I noticed, especially last time this happened in October, where we really got like a breakdown of the SPY, as the volatility expands in the SPY, the more correlation actually happens in all the stocks, even the penny stocks.
Yep. Well, it's. I always typically look at the SPY, especially if I'm trading any mid to high cap stock. But like Mitch said, even with penny stocks, like the SPY in the overall market is going to have some sway a lot of the time. Not always, but a lot of the time the SPY is going to have some sway. Especially, like I said, specifically even mid cap stocks. Like you might not think they do, but if you look at AMD and you look at the SPY, you can see how much weight the SPY holds over AMD. Same thing with most mid-cap stocks, even cannabis stocks. The cannabis stocks, Cron, CGC, they might not fluctuate long-term with the SPY, but if the SPY washes out in a big way, a lot of times the cannabis stocks will go with it. And so it's all about perspective of what the overall market is doing. And, that when the market has a really bearish sentiment, a lot of times other stocks will adopt that sentiment as well, even if it's just short-term. All right, guys. Let's get everything all ready here, huh? Should be fun.
That it will.
Another day of super active trading. Which is honestly, like I said, even though yesterday was a losing day, it's still been really fun. And yesterday was my first losing day, and I made one mistake, and that one mistake cost me. I think I took a picture of it yesterday, but this was my P&L yesterday, which I was ridiculously accurate. I really was. But I took one big loss on ROKU, and that big loss hurt me. Like this is my P&L from yesterday. Green and everything but Roku, with $1,000 loss on Roku. And so I was able to come back from a much larger loss. At one point I was down $1,000, and so I'll take it. I'll take green any day. I'm going to watch BYND this morning, though, at the open. It's been fading decent as well. Hold on one second, guys. I'll be right back. Hold it down, Mitch.
Yep. All right. Let's see what's going on out there. Any stock you guys want me to check out before the open, let me know. Put it up in the chat. That's why it's so key. That's why it's so key. You like that one? That's why it's so key. You're going to be watching GoPro. The broke boy wants to see the GoPro. All right, let me check this out. Let's see what we got here. Hey, that's nice little rejection chart. This usually is a weak stock. Only question is it has a tendency to get above and below the VWAP. If you see it on the daily chart, some days it has a clean VWAP fade, but often it goes up and down, up and down. Um, it is looking weak this morning, though, so definitely something to watch. We have a support at 615 on GoPro, and then below that, you got a bigger support at 568, 570s. So what I would look to see today is if that $6 can hold. Because if $6 is going to hold, then this can come right back up to like 670s.
All right, I'm back.
But it's one to keep an eye on, especially if we get high volume. So what I would check is the daily chart, see the volume, if it's increasing or decreasing. You see the volume increased on the way up to that 750. Ever since the 24th, we got the Bears to jump in there. They sized in on the 29, and now we're down to the support for the wick. So you got to be careful just in case you get a bounce up to the 670 area. But GoPro is definitely one to keep an eye on and definitely tradable.
Yep. But yeah, so to talk to what Keith said, so Keith asked, was my risk reward ratio off yesterday on my trades, and he is absolutely right. It was terrible, and he asked me, he said, was that due to slippage or my mental stop? And really, it was a little bit of both. One of the big reasons was because I didn't calculate the range enough before I actually traded ROKU. I took the same sizing that I did with all of my other trades, but Roku is almost a $100 stock and had a substantially larger range than the other stocks I traded. And so when I jumped in it with 500 shares, I was down big very, very quickly. And so it's an important lesson on calculating range on every trade you get into. And if the stock has a bigger range than the other stocks you're trading, you need to scale down a little bit with that trade. And that was my main mistake for Roku, but it also I think the risk reward ratio was good. I just think that the range was much larger than the other stocks I traded. And so it was a little bit of slippage as well, though. When it broke my risk level, it probably broke my risk level when I was down like 500 on the trade, and I kind of froze. And I just froze, and I just kind of watched it continue to squeeze me out, and I kind of built up a few more $100 in losses for that.
Right, 30 seconds.
Yeah, we got 30 seconds, guys. This is the competition account, Zimmy. So this is the TradeNet competition. The goal is to make as much as possible in 2 weeks, and so I've been a little bit more active, definitely trading a little bit crazier than I typically do, but it's been fun. The goal is just to make as much as possible as fast as possible, so it kind of is what it is. I'm going to look to attack the moving average crossover play. First things first. Let's see what we get with AMD.
Barry opened up there, 50 cents lower.
AMD, quick drop. Just be careful. The moving average crossover happened right before the open, and it was a bullish one. I usually do market order on TEFs just because it gets me filled immediately, and it's not that bad. The fills aren't that bad.
1,000 shares in AMD.
Yeah, I think that's wise just to cover some.
All right, squeezing pretty hard here.
Yeah, AMD big move, and the market's down so much. I'm not going to be surprised if the market actually rebounds some today because the market's down a ton.
All right, this is the resistance. I want to see it hold.
All right, so we're getting a drop in Roku. I'm going to be watching BYND today. We got OKTA dropping some as well. I'll look for a fade in OKTA. That'll be fun. Yeah, no worries, Keith. No worries, man. Yeah, I think constructive criticism is always a good thing. I don't. It's not that. I think you're. I think I'm doing constructive criticism with myself, and I think that. I think you have to be real about what went wrong. Um, Roku, big squeeze up in Roku here. AMD spiking up some, so I'll probably look for some VWAP bounces today.
Above 75, I'm gonna cover.
All right. Yeah, gonna look for some VWAP bounces. It seems like today. Let's see what we get in play. OKTA pulling a red to green move there.
All right, covered 500 more. It keeps holding above the 75. Let's see. Like maybe AMRN.
We've seen a lot of bounce backs and washouts. A lot of bounce backs, rebounds. Sorry. All right, for AMD, if it pulls back to 64, I'll consider it with a risk of 60, maybe 57 or so.
See if we just get a quick wash out here. It's going to rip above 75.
We're getting a little bit of a flush.
76 is there. I'm out.
What'd you make on it? Here, you guys can see Mitch.
$714.
Mitch made 7.
I'm gonna call this one a lucky trade, even though it's came with risk and reward before I got in.
Right. I mean, you could call it. It was kind of a continuation too.
All right, AMRN. I already missed that 18 entry. I like that 18 entry.
All right. So we might get a pullback to 82 on BIG.
Yeah.
It's a 23 risk. Big range though, range of about 45 cents, and so I'd have to use like smaller share size for sure. All right, so we're getting some washouts here, and the SPY's dropping, so a lot of stuff's pulling back here, and so glad I didn't long AMD there at the VWAP. ELTK is looking like a fade, but I don't think I can trade it, unfortunately. But we are getting some washouts here, so I'm gonna start looking for some fades. Really. Also look for the moving average crossover play.
GC is a good potential. Comes back. Cron just flipped.
Yeah, a lot of stuff's washing out.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching Cron. See if we get a bounce back here to 74.
Thinking about BYND.
Trying to short a bounce back to Cron to 74s.
I like I don't mind AMD for the rejection here. But
got a bunch of things for the rejections. Bunch of rejections this morning, man.
Yeah, man. Honestly, ELTK looks really good. I can't take it. Looking at CGC though, if CGC can get up to 43.03, I could use probably a 25 risk level, so my risk is about 20 cents. And I could slowly scale into that one with like 1,000 shares.
Yeah, missed one that I should have definitely had my eye on. ENPH.
I mean, we're getting a little bit of a squeeze up here, and so especially the overall market is squeezing up. So it's kind of honestly, it's a sideways day though, guys. So just be careful today. It's a little bit of a more difficult day, I would say. When the SPY's breaking lows, pulling back, testing highs already, it's just a little bit weirder of a day.
Looking at AMRN, I think it needs to come slightly above 8, and then we can see the tick down.
There's the SPY. SPY flushed.
Right
there. Yeah. SPY flushed a little bit now. Coming back down.
Yeah.
Don't know if I'm going to get that with CGC. We'll see. Kind of looking at OKTA here. The range is pretty big. So I could realistically take like 100 shares.
Looking at SQ. VWAP beta.
Alright, so I'm in OKTA with 100 shares. Oh, I forgot to record. There we go.
Missed that VWAP fade on Square. A nice one too. 40 cents. There it goes. Really nice VWAP fade there.
Yeah, the market pulled back. Alright, we'll see what OKTA does here. Big range stock. Only in it realistically with 100 shares. Just gotta be a little bit careful if it does squeeze up here. There we go. A little bit better. Gotta be careful, we're getting a squeeze up. I can see it. See if it maintains down here. There we go. Huge spread. But if we can get it even out here, it should give me a $100 gain or so if it can come back down. Get my first trade out of the way. Just gotta get the spread to even out. Look at ELTK go, guys. Look at ELTK. Big move. SPY breaking lows here too. Just a big move in ELTK. Huge push. There we go. I don't mind adding to this one too, in anticipation of a flush. I don't know if it's going to give it to me now though. Gonna look to see if we can get 1150s. Maybe should take larger sizing. I gotta start looking for some other stuff too with all this.
Momo on the VWAP bounce. That might fail though, depending on the spot. I went started bear for the day.
Spy's looking weak again today, man. Roku for a bounce too. Don't look
Hey,
terrible.
Matt's been doing VWAP fades. She's usually pretty when she does it consistently. IOVA cracking down there. Square. All right. Starter here in AMRN. Looking to add here.
Yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit to OKTA if it gets up here. If I can get a spread to even out a little bit. All right, I just added 100 there. And with 200 now.
All right. Nice little flush down there. There we go. Looking good for me.
Which one are you in?
AMRN.
Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, ELTK spiked up there. Big move. Getting a squeeze here for OLTK. Still a little early, but if it breaks my risk here at 80s, I gotta jump out. Yeah, there's my squeeze up. I just jumped out. $200 loss, very small. And we'll see if we get a pullback. Maybe I should have taken profits there, but I think I should have just used a little bit larger sizing in that one. Still got lots of time today, though. It's going to be a fun day. Looking at AMD, back at this VWAP level here. The only thing about AMD is that it's already flushed once, but it is down on the day. Let's try it. I got faked out. Just barely. On there's 69s. Alright, I'm in AMD with 1,000 shares. Maybe getting a squeeze down. Gotta get ready to exit this one. It's about to go past my risk level already. Bit of a rebound up. Looking at CGC here, may start scaling into CGC too. Yeah, there goes OKTA. So I feel a lot better about OKTA now. That one squeezed way past my risk level. Glad I got out of that one. Yeah, a little bit better for AMD. I'm gonna look at CGC now too, but I need to exit out of this and get another trading thing on my screen. So I can manage it if I need be. There we go. Alright, there we go for AMD. That's the bounce I wanted to see there. Alright, so I took half off of AMD. Gonna let the rest work. Gonna start getting into CGC here too. Slowly scaling into it with a few hundred shares. beautiful move on AMD here. That's the spike I wanted. I'll take another 250 off.
I just hit an ad there in AMRN.
Going to, let's see, what am I in? 400 with this one. I'll add on a spike, but AMD's doing me right this morning. I'm going to sell right before the whole dollar. I'm going to get out here on AMD. Just a monster move. I think it looks extended. So I'm out of that one. CGC. I can add some more to it here. $700 is my full position.
There we go.
Get a little bit of a flush for CGC. Looks better. Maybe should take it a little bit larger sizing, but if we get down to 40, I like that game. About break even on the day so far. Still early. Early relative to what time I'm gonna trade. And I don't mind scaling into CGC a little bit more too. Really good trade on AMD though. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Sorry, I haven't been keeping up with the chat. It's just been a really active. It's been a really active few trading days, so I've been kind of watching everything. Should be fun. ELTK flushing. SPY is actually fading again. It's faded twice already today off the VWAP.
All right, looking really good here in the AMRN.
Let me see. Yeah, I can throw you up for a second. Here, I'm going to throw Mitch up for a second while I'm letting my CGC trade work. There's Mitch. Killing it today, man. Up, what, 830 bucks?
Yep, something like that.
Let's see how my math is. I was at 830, now it's at 850.
Better than that. All right, gonna take 500 here at the day low. Seeing it kind of started there in the 80s. I wanted to hold and let it rip through, but because I got a nice ad there at 18.
Yeah, you're on a
best fill, but I hit it when it went up to that VWAP, that last bounce.
Right. All right. If you took some off, I'm gonna focus back on my CGC trade.
Yeah, go for it.
There we go.
I'm trying to make $1,000 today.
Hey man, I gotta make like, if I want to really compete, I gotta make like a few thousand today. All right. Gonna cover a little bit there. Plan to add back to it on CGC.
They don't like you, Mr. Charts.
Yeah, Todd, we're here for you, bro. You can join our room.
Ooh, ACB. Look at that.
Not a bad little flush for CGC, but I mean, I rebounded on the day.
Big fade on ACB.
AMD's back. I'm pretty proud of my AMD trade, though. I got in right around the lows and sold right around the highs on that one. Like, I'll take that, you know.
Here we go, down to the 77s here. Where are we going to find support?
Well, glad I got out of OKTA when I did. That thing squeezed up huge. So it was the right time. Yes, I do. I'm actually in it right now. Barra.
There you go, guys. Took a little bit more off there at 73s. Great trade, guys. Up 128 on the name.
I'm going to go ahead and cover half of that. Not a bad little rebound for
Everything's kind of
CGC.
right back down. Just to give you an idea, guys.
Which one?
Did that fake out pretty much everything. Everything that went long, pretty much faked out for me. That's following the spot. Look at that. Look at AMRN down there to 1755s.
You still in some?
Yeah, you got 200 shares.
Nice. All right, well, CGC's doing me right. I'm just going to hold these last little few shares, try to let it work, see if we get a pullback to the VWAP or something to try to take advantage of. I can add back to it if it does pull back. No problem with that, really. Man, the VWAP bounces has happened 3 times, like clockwork on AMD, over and over again. Got a few other ones I'm looking at for pullbacks to the VWAP. We just got to be careful, though, because the SPY's been dropping. So if the SPY starts to rebound, we got to be a little bit more careful. Nice little fade so far on CGC, though. I could go for BYND again, but I don't know. Let's have some fun with it, I guess. Immediately down 200 on BYND. Or down 75 with 200 shares on BYND. This one worked out for me yesterday in Power Hour. I just gotta let the spread hopefully do its job here.
Just putting an idea for you. I like the idea of maybe IOVA coming back and ripping up to 19. It's coming to the support at 18.19. You could maybe hold to 18 or a little bit below it. Great risk to return there.
I think I'm trying to manage too much at once. Let's see, what is this? BYND squeezing up. I gotta be very careful with this one and just exit if it goes up anymore.
Okay.
It's right around my risk.
To take another trade if needed.
50s. If it goes one little bit higher, I gotta jump out of this one. It's just, alright, I'm out. $200 loss on BYND. Not what I wanted, but kind of learning my lesson with that one. Yeah, IOVA was a good little fade there. We'll have some time to scale back into CGC as well, is what I think I'll do here. Kind of a break-even day so far, really. And I got in with another 300 shares on CGC. Like I said, I plan to add to this one up to 50, and then if it breaks like 60, I'll get out of it.
Still an AMRN here. Just seeing this bounce through. It held their prior support, which was 1780s. Let's see if it gets knocked back down to the 1740s. If, if it does come back up here to VWAP, I'm going to be watching the volume that comes in and fills to see if I go ahead and attack it again.
All right, so I might add a little bit to CGC here as it continues to push. GNCA halted on news. Yeah, I don't think that one's tradable for me though, unfortunately. What is SQ doing today? All right, added 750 to CGC.
Chiba starting to fade. Oh, my baby.
Yeah, a lot of people talking about Tiva.
Oh, I missed her.
Look at BYND, man. That
So
one
bad.
completely. BYND completely faked me out.
That fade was beautiful. I hope somebody got that one.
Look at BYND, dude. That one squeezed right up to 99 and then just faked me out completely. Terrible.
This is a nice 36-cent fade, immediate, no comeback, and keep going. Look at that. It's getting driven down there. I'm a little upset I wasn't watching it. Good job, Robert.
All right, CGC squeezing up. Like I said, I can scale in up to 50, but if it breaks really 65, I got to jump out of this one too. CGC making a rebound here. May not be good for me. I'm also looking like an SQ though. SQ doesn't look terrible. I may start to scale into SQ as well. This is the range, not bad. Alright, I'm in SQ. Like I said, really my risk is about 60 here. Getting very close to getting stopped out on CGC. This is like the make or break level. Got up to 54. Like I said, my risk level is right around 60 and stopped out. No bueno. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what happens when you got to be super active.
Well, I mean, you don't have to be.
Right.
Remember, no one's forcing you to take it. Just take it easy.
Well, no. In order to win the competition, you got to be though, and that's okay. Like, listen, it's still fun for me. Today, not so much. Yesterday, I rebounded, so we'll see if I can rebound today.
What about CGC?
That's the one I just got stopped out of. It broke that high. But listen, I'll continue to have fun with it. You know, we're still in it.
When did you get in CGC?
Really, I got into it a long time ago. I got in at around 50, and then I took profits, and then I scaled back into it. And so, you know.
Well, ACB up there. If you want to maybe take a shot for ACB. They're rebounding strong, but doesn't look too bad.
I'm in SQ right now. We just got to be careful. The SPY's breaking the highs of the day, and so that could be bad for me here. I'm looking at SQ at this point. CGC is just squeezing up too much for me. SQ looks better, I think. We also have BIG. But again, with the market squeezing up like it is, I just got to be very, very careful here.
Looks like a Well, it's at least 30 cent correct on IOVA on a purchase off the support, 1820s. Thinking about EMPH here.
That's the range on BIG. Not bad. I could take a few hundred. Gonna give SQ some time. I like SQ here. We'll just see. You know, I'm also in.
All right, got a starter here for EMPH. Right now, risk is 15.06. AMR and coming back to VWAP.
All right, SQ's looking a little bit better. Let's see if we can get that big flush down. And I'm also looking at BIG here. Roku had a fade right there too. All right, there we go. It's a little bit better for SQ. 59s. See if we can get down to the 50s. I could take some profits.
All right, guys, hit my ad there on AMRN. I'm going to risk break even on the rest. Anything above 1790s and holding them out. Still in also EMPH. Got to be careful with it here. It's going to push up a little bit. Only have 500 shares, a starter position in that one.
SQ's looking a lot better.
Like that rejection there. All right. Out of AMRN.
Took a little bit off SQ.
Maybe if you want to look at it, but it's just going to be too much risk for me.
I'm in BIG with the fade. There we go.
All right, gonna have to get it out here. Really careful on ENPH.
I really like the fade on SQ so far. It's been decent.
I'm out there on EMPH. $87 loss.
All right, I took the rest off of SQ. Not a bad little trade there. Currently in BIG. Yeah, I mean, it's the competition, Sid, so it's just very active trading, you know. It is what it is. Having fun with it, really. I still got a lot of room in this account, so it's just about trying to find the best setups. I'm looking at. I like BIG here though. I do like BIG. Whether I'm taking too big of sizing in it is another story. Um, but I don't hate it for sure. I like BIG. A lot of resistance above it, and I like down to that $26 level. I think realistically it depends on what the SPY is going to do here. But yeah, I'm going to look to see if we can get it down here to the low of the day for BIG. What else do we have? It's still pretty early. Like, I'm only down 400 and something, which is small on this account. So the goal is just to try to make as much as possible, you know. And so we got to take our swings. And if they turn into losing trades, that's okay. But the point is, we got to take our swings.
I got to trade on an ACB for a fade there.
Yeah, I think you were right with CGC. I got stopped out of that one. I got scared out of that one for sure. All right, BIG is looking a little bit better here. Also looking at TIVA. If TIVA pulls back, you know, I'll consider that. $82s.
Looking good. Looking to add another 1,000 shares at 69.
I'm really liking BIG here too. What did SOLY end up doing today? See, we get a lot bigger flush here for BIG. I'm kind of in a fight back mode. What's that noise? What's it beeping? Alright, so it's only 9:10. We still got lots of time on the day. While we're waiting here, if anybody's interested in using the same broker that Mitch and I are using, I don't think it's on sale for $3.99, but you can still get it for, or you can still get it for $3.99 if you go through my link. Some of the benefits of TradeNet include no PDT rule with their funded account. Like for $3.99, you get 14,000 in buying power. There's no PDT rule, so you can day trade as much as you want. You can also short anything that's actually tradable on there, and there's a lot of other benefits. And I don't think anywhere else in the trading world can you actually short like you can on TradeNet and actually have so much buying power with no PDT rule for that cheap of an investment. And so I think it makes a ton of sense for new traders. It's really a way for new traders to eliminate some of that risk because they end up losing their first account most of the time anyways, and that's just the truth in trading. And so this is just a cheaper way. And so if you want to check that out, it's the same one that Mitch and I use on a daily basis. There's the link in the chat.
All right, gotta be careful here, guys. ACB squeezing hard. 73s is my out.
Nice, Netron. Thinking about rejecting SOLY. Pulling a VWAP rejection play on SOLY. I kind of want to trade SOLY. I just don't want to get squeezed. That's the biggest thing. And I do like CGC much better now. So as much as I hate to try to attack a stock that already kind of faked me out multiple times, let me take this moving averages off. I can get a little starter here for CGC and not feel bad about it. There we go. There we go. Alright, SPY faded again. Like the third time that thing's faded. It's been fading today, man. Yeah.
Fading.
I think it's been fading, bro. That's all I'm saying. I think it's been fading.
It's like, is he fading? Is he fading? All right.
They have delayed data on their platform. All right, well, we can test this out, actually. So if you look at this, 43, 43, 44, 44, 40, 40. And so maybe on yours, bro. Not on mine. You can see, look, if you look at Thinkorswim, which is real time, you can look right over here, bro. You know, look at this and this. And it's obviously not delayed.
Take advantage if it was delayed.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
If it was delayed, I would get the realest, closest one to real time and use that all day long. Trust me.
Yeah. I mean,
if only it was that easy.
All right, we're getting a squeeze up. I just got to be careful here for BIG. Jump out of this one. Not trying to get caught in that big monster squeeze.
Yeah, same way for me. I don't want this up past 73. Just got to hang around. One more rejection.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, bro, look at this. So if I pull, you can see CGC's right here, right? And I can pull CGC up. Watch how they're exactly the same. Like, look, wait. Let me detach this. Okay, so look. Look at the level 2 on both of these. They're exactly the same. Look here and then here. Exactly the same. So no, they're not delayed. I think, and listen, man, I think trading makes people emotional. It's very tempting to kind of blame your broker or your platform for mistakes that you may be making in the market. And so, you know, I think, I'm not saying you are, I'm just saying that's very common. And you just got to be real. You know, if you're losing, it's not your broker's fault, to put it simply. It's not anybody else's fault but yours. And it's just part of trading, man, you know. Yeah. Today's not a great day for me, you know. And they happen, you know. But it's just about, realistically, it's just about doing your best, learning from your mistakes, and you know, implementing what you learn. Getting a squeeze in the SPY up here. Yeah, it also has to do with your internet. Is probably one of the bigger things. Like my internet, I have the gigabit internet. I have 1,000 megabytes per second. So my internet's flexing on everybody else's, but get a lot of fake outs today.
Off my phone and trading it was running pretty well. It's a very low latency program.
Yeah, it doesn't take a lot of space.
It's not Thinkorswim.
Yeah, That's for sure. Wait, where did everything else disappeared?
Right. See if we can get this wash down here, or it's gonna bounce up.
I'm gonna add a little bit of CGC here, I think. I mean, here's the problem, right? The problem is that you get, you get certain people that talk bad about TradeNet, and I understand it. But again, I think the problem lies in the trading world, and this is with everybody, is that trading makes you emotional. It just does. Trading makes you unhappy. Say you buy a TradeNet account and then you lose it. It's really easy to instead say, you know what, this is TradeNet's fault. When it's not TradeNet's fault, you lost that account. It's your fault. You can get mad at TradeNet for whatever. But in the grand scheme of things, it's nobody's fault but yours. And you can't blame your mistakes on TradeNet. You just can't. And a lot of people do, and it's easy. It's the easier route. It takes a really mature person to be introspective enough to be like, you know what? I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have lost in that trade. I shouldn't have traded, whatever reason. And it takes a really mature person to do that. And trading makes you emotional. Regardless of how mature you are, trading's going to make you emotional. And so, it is what it is. All right, we're getting a little flush down for CGC, looking a lot better. Maybe I can redeem myself from that loss today on it. And, I'll say it like this. I think most people are going to lose their first accounts. I think most people are going to lose their first TradeNet account. I think it's just the truth about trading. Most people are going to lose. You have the cliche saying 90% of traders fail. It's 100% right. All right, trying to give CGC a little bit of time here. I don't mind adding to it as it slowly pushes back. Looking to get out some at the whole $1.40 for CGC here.
All right, hitting that third resistance try here in ACB. Let's see what's going to happen. See if it's going to start holding above 72s. We're going to get this move right back down.
Yeah, right. I mean, you learn the most. Whoa, you learn the most when you lose. You learn the most when you lose. That's when you actually have the best lessons in trading, and that's when you reinforce the necessary things in trading. All right, we got Tiva pulling back to the VWAP here. I'm definitely considering this now. It's right around $0.50. Let's look at the range real quick. All right, risk is only, big range. I can take a few thousand shares of Tiva here. Trading is hard. I've been on and off paper trading for 2 or 3 years now and still don't feel comfortable. Yeah, it's tough. It takes a while, Like, it took me years to actually be profitable on my live account. It took years, and that's the truth. It takes years. I've said it before, you get a lot of these gurus, and they probably hate me for always saying this, but you get a lot of these gurus that say, hey, do you want to make $1 million in 2 weeks? Just buy my $5,000 trading course, and you'll make $1 million in 2 weeks. And that's just nonsense. That's just total nonsense, Yeah, it's possible, but it's highly, highly unlikely. And expecting to just immediately start paying your bills with trading profits within a week or two of your trading is ridiculous. Just total ridiculous. It's just a way for them to get your money, you know. And at a certain point, I just wanted to be honest with people. I just want to tell people the truth. Is that you're probably gonna lose. You're probably gonna lose the majority of the time, and it takes years to actually learn to do successfully. But it is possible to do successfully. Like up until yesterday on my live account, I had 12, 13 green days in a row, all green, no losing days in 2 weeks. So it's possible, and I streamed it all live, and so it's possible. It's just extremely difficult, you know. But it is possible. But I think you're really going to learn the best from experience. And I think that's one of the reasons TradeNet makes sense, is because you really learn the most from experience, not necessarily a course, but you learn more from taking that experience in the market and learning that way. Getting a squeeze
You
up.
gotta be careful here. 73 is coming up on ACV.
Very choppy day.
If it gets back underneath 770s, I'm gonna hit the ad.
Still liking CGC here. Let's see, what's my position? I can add 300. Got 1,000 shares of CGC now. I like it here. We'll see. See what we get. Yeah, maybe Tiva's not going to do me right today. Mitch, man, your stock's not doing me right today, man. I blame you, Mitch.
She's already been used and abused today.
I blame you, man.
I didn't use it today.
I know, I'm just messing with you. Yeah, I'm about to get stopped up.
Someone else did, though.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, you could probably see me and be like, man, John, you're trading terribly. And that might be so. But the whole point is to take your shot with these. And if my shots don't work, my shots don't work. My goal is just to get some good experience in. And I still got some room, so.
Hey, the IOVA, bro. That right there. That's good risk to reward.
And really, I'm starting to think about taking some swings in this. I'm getting pretty close to getting stopped out.
I would like IOVA if I had that kind of count right now. Just because the risk and reward potential is all the way up to 19 at 60 cents. The risk is only about 10, 15 cents. If this candle closes under 73, we will be shorting and adding into the position.
All right, I got out of Tiva. All right, I'm going to go with 2,000 shares of CGC. Kind of take my swing here. Got to take my swing. And I still got some room, so we'll see if it works out.
$73 right there.
Maybe I got faked out with Tiva. Alright, there's a little bit better. And with 2,000 shares of CGC. Gotta give it some time though. Ideally, I'd love to see it flush down to 40. like the whole dollar.
All
All
right,
right, we're
gotta
getting a
get out.
squeeze up.
Yeah, ACB squeezing.
Yep, CGC's doing the same.
Yep.
All right, I'm in with 3,000 shares of CGC. Like I said, I'm taking my shot with this one. I like the resistance. Let's see what my average is. My average is 41. So
All right, just following my intuition here. I took a small position in IOVA, risking off of 1825.
getting squeezed up in CGC. Gotta watch my max loss on the day. Just been a terrible day for fades, honestly. We've gotten a lot of fake outs. So I might start to consider getting out of this one and just maybe coming back another day. Living to fight another day. I was going to take my swing with this, but looking at a lot of stuff fake out. Market's right around the highs. Keith, it's a little bit different for the competition. So this is the first week of the competition, and the goal is to make as much as possible as fast as possible. And so this isn't how I usually trade, and I typically don't trade this risky. The max loss in the competition is 12,000, so I actually have a lot of room here. And this is easily the bigger loss I've taken so far. But the daily max loss is 3,500, and so I just need to be careful about that daily max loss. Is the biggest thing I need to kind of watch for. I just don't want to see a squeeze up too much here for CGC, and I just got to be prepared to get out of it. Yeah, probably gonna take a hit here, but I don't mind taking my little shot and seeing if it works out. Just about to exit though if it goes any higher than 70. But yeah, like the goal is to make as much as possible as fast as possible. So like this isn't how I typically trade. I'm not taking swings like this and trading this often. On my normal trades, it's mostly just I trade usually 3-4 times a day max, not like this. So yeah, at this point, I'm just trying to take my shot. Really, I don't mind jumping into a little bit more. I just got to be careful around 3,500. That's where I really got to watch out for. SPY squeezing up though. Got to be very careful of that. It's a lot better. So yeah, 3,500 is really my max loss is probably gonna be around 3K because I got to start taking swings. Um, and so 4,000 shares right now. Like I said, I just got to start taking swings. My max loss is going to be around 3,000 on the day. And so taking my swings, probably not the best day for it with the volume being a little bit low. I can use this previous high now at around 70 as my risk. There we go. Down to 54s. We'll see if we get a flush down. My average is about 44, so once we get under there, we're looking better. Just about what CGC does here. Yeah, BYND was one I got in earlier. I traded that one yesterday in after hours. All right, so here's the chance for CGC. It's testing the $0.50. If we can get a breakdown under this $0.50, that would be lovely. And I'd probably take some off at 20s. But we'll see if we get this flush down for CGC. Market's not really looking great for it though. But at least I have a very obvious risk level at like 70, 75 maybe. Probably what I would do, maybe 77 is where I'm going to set my, main loss here. It's 52s. Ideally, we want to see a breakdown under 50s. And then, like I said, I'd probably take some off at 25s or so. It's 51s. Mitch, you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Talking to my girlfriend. She's about to go to work.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no stress, man.
Yeah, I got a little starter here based on a little intuition, I guess. Just been seeing it hold too well here. Took a little trade on IOVA.
Nice.
Yeah, I just see the risk to reward in this. And I feel like, on the daily, it extended out. It opened up. Went weak. And I think that was a main part of pulling back. Now that we've pulled back to these certain limits, I think we should get this move back up.
Yep.
And the move back up could easily bring us to 1875.
Yeah, we're getting our move back up on CGC here. 62s. Like I said, I don't mind adding to it and using that maximum risk of about 75 or so. There we go. We'll see. I got 5,000 shares. Biggest position of this entire competition.
Uh-oh.
We'll see, man. It's a risky trade for sure, but I got to take my shot, I think. CGC. Short.
Okay. You're going to get a little push up to that resistance line. What you want to see is a big order come in on that bid side.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use that high level at 77 or so as my risk. You know, I still got some time. You know, and if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. It's okay. Got to take my swing. As long as I can stop it before $3,500 in losses, we have $12K in these accounts. So we got some room. But this is where I got to be careful right here.
This is what I expected. This move right here.
70s.
I think you're
getting very close to getting stopped out here. It's just from the sizing I'm using. Yeah, there it goes. Just a terrible day for fades, honestly. Just hasn't been great at all. I'll let it test that high and then jump out right here at 78. So a little bit better, 70s. We'll see. 69s. I think it's going to probably bounce quickly back up here, though. That's what they typically do on these little pullbacks. It's probably going to get a quick bounce right back to that highs. I mean, I would love a flush, but I'm not going to hold my breath for it. Yeah, there's the bounce. Yeah. It's typically what we get with these. We get a little test of the high, pull back, bounce back to the high. This is going to tell the story, though, what happens right here. Yeah, we'll see, Tiny. It's been a little bit of a frustrating day. I think my day to go for it was not today. I think there's been a lot of fake outs and fails. VWAP fades today. Yeah, there's the bounce back. Got rejected there again at 70s. And it's getting pretty close again. Almost guaranteed to get stopped out here. I'll let it test, but unless it gets rejected exactly here. Oh, I think it got rejected there again. Let's watch it bounce, though. No, I'm not in ELTK. I'm in CGC here, and it's not looking great. There you go. We'll see if this level holds. I mean, that's a nice little drop down to 64. Yeah, it definitely looks bullish, Jeremiah. Like I said, I was kind of going for it with this one, but my risk level was spot on at 75. I mean, I do like that risk level now, and it makes it pretty easy, but this is the trade I'm kind of going for it with. But like I said, I was almost guaranteed to get stopped out, and, you know, I still think I probably will, but got to take my swing sometime, and, you know, if today's the day, maybe today shouldn't be the day. We're seeing a lot of fake outs with fades, specifically. A lot of fake out fades. Let's see what my risk is. I'm at 47. So if we can get another 10-cent drop, I'll actually be in the green for this one. but definitely like it more now. And we just got to see if it holds down here. There's 53s, not bad. So my risk level held really nicely. Now we just see if we can get a break under 40 is what we're looking for. Ideally, if this trade can go down to 40 here, that'll pull me well into the green today.
Don't rush into the green.
I'm not. I'm going to hold it and let it work.
Yeah.
I mean, I have nothing to lose.
What was your original target? Don't change the target.
24.
That's where you should be taking profit. Regardless if it comes back to your number and stops you out. You got to hold to that because the risk and reward is going to be so much greater.
Right.
Don't kill yourself by taking a 40 cent because then that's what, a 10-cent profit?
Right. And if this works out.
What were you risking?
At this point, I'm risking 75, so I think I don't remember what my original entry was, though. I'll have to go back and check. I don't think it was very good.
What was your average now?
47.
Okay, so up to 75 is what?
I'm not sure. I'm not trying to.
Right, so you're at 40. You're at 47. All right, to 75. We're talking about almost 30 cents of risk. You have to at least, at very minimum, make a 30-cent profit for this trade to even be viable.
Right. All right, we'll see if we could squeeze up here. Or we'll see if it squeezes up here. Hopefully it doesn't, but it's kind of at the make or break level. I really like my risk level here. I probably should keep it at around 80 right there. I think it's tested that level twice, got rejected at that level twice, and then it has a lot of resistance above it. And so I think if I'm going to keep a risk level, it needs to probably be that 80-cent risk level. That gives it plenty of time. I'll still be out before...
I'd maybe even add to this bounce.
Nah, man, I've added too much already. I'm in 5,000 shares. I can't add anymore. I'm risking my account if I do. Especially if I'm using that 80-cent risk. I like this one. It's got a lot of resistance above it now. And so after this drop, it's definitely looking much, much better. But I still got to protect my account. I don't want to risk losing the account. And so I got to keep it with the share size I'm at now. And it's looking good. It's looking a lot better, honestly. But yeah, that risk level at 75 was spot on. All right, we're getting close. 51s, we're getting very close. Let's see if we get a flush under here real quick. Like I said, I'm going to look to take profits at 20 or so, really. 25, 20. If it drops. Still kind of a toss-up, though. We just want to see it break under the whole dollar, or the half dollar. But yeah, you're probably right with that, Keith. I don't know how well my entry was. I think I might have rushed into it. All right, there's 52s.
Trade looks good. All the marijuana stocks coming down to the VWAP. If not, below.
SPY dropping too.
Yeah, I think what's going on is you're marketing in a little early and not limiting in with that size.
Right. That's exactly what it is.
You should limit in with that kind of size. You can't just hit the market, causing yourself 10 cents down.
For sure. All right, there's 50. Let's see if we get that break. Let's see my entry. Like I said, is 47.5. There we go. I'm green in the trade. I was. No, I'm not. But I was. Let's see. Okay.
Okay to reduce size and look for a bounce to add that right back. If you're in the green, maybe go down to 3,000 shares, look to add 2,000 shares back if it comes to VWAP at 50s, so you can improve your average a little bit.
All right, so definitely looking better. I'm in with a $175 gain. I might take 1,000 off here just to take some profits, protect myself a little bit in this trade. I'll let it work. Screw it. I'll go for it.
Right, so then go for your targets. That's it.
Yeah, 25.
Established.
Really, realistically, I think it should probably be 30.
So what I would do is I'd put that order out to cover some. So if you get a quick sweep move, you'll be able to cover into it. I expect maybe a bounce here, last bounce up there to be wet, and then a rejection. If not, it should flush down to the 430s.
Yeah.
So I have that order ready to go.
42s. 43s.
Missed Barry today.
All right, I took 1,000 off there. And just 1,000, I still have 4,000 shares left. So I'm going to let the rest work down to that 20, 30 level, really. Let's see if we can do it.
I was really watching today. I missed. It was Barry. Good VWAP fade on that.
But man, that risk level, whew, man, that thing went exactly up to my risk level. I said my risk level was 75. It literally went up to, let me see. It popped up to 78, but the high of the body was exactly 75, man. So just nerve-wracking test of my risk level. But once it actually holds under there, it's great because it confirms that risk. And at this point, I'm okay. Just gonna see if it holds. No, we just gotta look at the SPY and what the other cannabis stocks are doing, really, though. Still got lots of time. Ideally, 440 would be the best spot for this one. If you can get down to 40, the whole dollar, that'd be great.
Good boy.
And I know it's kind of bouncing here, but I actually like it much more right now. I think this is a much better pattern overall. It's got resistance at 50s, it's got resistance at 65, and it's got resistance at 75. So a lot of resistance above it.
On Square.
It just depends on what the SPY and the overall cannabis sector does.
There you go. Great breakout there for Square for me.
Roku's right at the VWAP too. So we're getting a bounce up to the $half. I still like this one. See what my average is now. My average is 47.5 still. Okay. Reasonable.
Yeah, this is what I expected, that move back to VWAP. So that's why I was like, maybe cover about half the position, add the position back here. Looking good for me in Square. Let's see if the SPY continues to break out.
All right, it's up to 63s. I mean, really, you were telling me to hold it to my risk level. I'm not blaming you, but or to my first reward target at 30. and not to take profits early.
Once you got to break even, and we understand that it can come back to VWAP, if your entry's horrible, you might want to take some of the position out and re-add it.
Right.
You got to
For
know
sure.
where your entry is. I mean, if your entry was at 63, I would never tell you that. I
Right.
would just tell you hold 100%. But since you know your entry's like on the downside, like essentially the down move right now, you might
Right.
you might have wanted to cover some and look to re-add the position because
Right.
there's nothing wrong with paying commissions on a trade.
So
But
it's
hey,
squeezing up. We'll see if
uncharted
we.
waters
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens. It's like I said. I guess it's a little emotional for me because I'm not used to big sizing like this, and I'm just. It's
Yeah,
been a long trade. It's starting to wear on me.
you've never really traded with this sizing, so
Right. Just outside of my element here. I like it though. I mean, it still doesn't look bad. I just got to maintain and stick to that 78 or really that 80 risk level now. I'm only in with 4,000 shares instead of 5,000, so it's a little bit easier, but still nerve wracking for sure.
without a doubt.
66, 67.
If Square can get above 62 and hold, I'm gonna hit the ad again.
But yeah, if it stops me out, I'll actually be okay. I'll probably close it down for the day. I didn't get enough sleep last night, so today's probably not the day for me to take any huge, ridiculous swings in this account. Luckily, it's just a demo account. I'd probably be freaking out if it was a live account. But after this one, I still have plenty left before I reach my daily max loss, and so I can just come back, take my swing again on Monday, is what it seems like I'll probably do. Um, I'll give it some time. I mean, I'm not going to rush out of it or anything. I'm going to stick to my 80-cent risk level. And at this point, that'll be another 800. So yeah, I'll be right around 12K or 2K loss on the day, which is fine. I still have $12,000 in losses for this account, and so not even 20%.
I can't phase that.
There we go. Much better down to 50s, 54s.
No worries.
It's definitely in this range right now, in between that previous high and that previous low, but it doesn't look bad. It's down to twos. It's bouncing up and down off of that high and low of the range. But looking a lot better now. We'll see if we actually get a flush. If we can get a flush down to like 40, 35, I'll take some more off probably. Um, and I'll add back if it gets back up there is what I think I'll probably do. I do like that kind of idea for Mitch. We'll just see if we can get down there though.
Yeah, I think if you do get down there now, yeah, you're looking a lot better now, brother.
Yep.
That's a big candle right there. That's a continuation, and now the reversal at the top. You're looking a lot stronger. Remember, it was already looking good when it made that move to 1440. We wanted to see one more rejection off VWAP to show confirmation in the trade. Now it would stay to that 66 high. Now you can use that 66 as your risk because it's established.
Yep. All right,
So now you got a tighter risk, and you can give it the opportunity to really get to that profit that you need. Because if you let it hold to that profit, you're gonna feel good. You're gonna end up pretty up.
Yeah, the only problem is that it's got a little bit of a. Let me see.
I mean, in my eyes, I see that chart as right there as a pendant.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. It looks like
It's clear. It's a pattern, and so you know that right now, without a doubt, that your resistance trend line is up there by that 65, and you know that the bottom trend line is right here at this 45. If it breaks in underneath these 40s right now with some nice volume, you could get that washout completely down to that 40-20.
yeah, it's just gonna break under that trend line at around 40 though. That's what I'm seeing right now. It could be a, I mean it's a little bit lower underneath the VWAP, but it's just gotta break down some. We'll see. Hey, appreciate it. My cargo. Have a good day, brother. Nice work, man. All right, we're gonna get a little pop up here. It seems. Yep, there we go. I think a lot of it, like Kron's pushing up, I think a lot of it is dependent on what the rest of the sector and the SPY does. It's been a very choppy day overall for the SPY, and so
Yeah, definitely.
definitely worse for VWAP fades in general when the market acts like this.
Yeah, we were talking about yesterday, earlier today, that when we see the SPY have great volatility, we see better moves,
Yep.
and that's not what we're seeing right now. We're not
Mm-mm.
seeing that clear direction chosen from the SPY.
Yep. But yeah, if y'all want to use TradeNet, which is the same platform and broker Mitch and I use, I think the $350 sale is off, but you can still get it for $399 through my link. And so if you want to check out TradeNet, it comes with the intro account comes with 14K in buying power, so you can actually trade with 14,000 in buying power. There's no PDT rule. You can day trade as much as you want. You can short anything that's tradable, and there's a lot of other huge benefits to using TradeNet. That's what Mitch and I use on a daily basis, and it makes a ton of sense for new traders because it's just much cheaper than depositing thousands into a regular broker. And most of the time, new traders are going to lose that anyway. And so this is just a much cheaper way to get started trading. It comes with a trading course as well, access to a chat room, and a lot of other really cool stuff. There's the link if you want to help support us. Check out TradeNet. All right. Well, still in this trend.
And that's all you can do is just stay into it until it breaks trend.
Yep. We'll see if it cracks under here.
It's either going to be a positive or a negative. That's all it is.
Yep.
Both sides of trading, and we take trades not based on being right or wrong. We take them based on a system, and that's all you can do.
Yep.
That's why you can't be so upset when you do wrong. The only thing you can do is go back and judge, did I execute the strategy? Because if you executed the strategy, then give yourself a pat on the back, get over the loss, get back on the hill. Now, if you're making execution mistakes, let's say early entries, not holding enough, not taking established risk and reward before the trade, certain things like that, those are things that you need to notice, write it down, and keep working on that. Especially if it's something that you see show up repetitively in your trading, definitely write that down. Work on that one skill, perfect that one skill, and you might see a big change in your trading.
For sure. Yeah, you always got to document your trading and learn. Like I said, you learn more from your losses than you do from your winners. And so the goal is to learn as much as possible when you do lose, and so you can use what you learned when you win as well. And that's the goal. I just didn't get enough sleep last night, man. I'm burnt out.
Hey,
Probably got like 5.5 hours of sleep, maybe less. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we get that big breakdown here under 50. If we get that breakdown, it looks great. Gonna take my little swing here, but it's consolidating at the low of the range here, so it looks better. But we just need that breakdown. You can see the little trend. So it's consolidating right around the low, but we want to see a flush back down like this. That's better.
All right, looking for a pullback here to add into.
There's 52s. Still just kind of hanging out at this low of the range. We'll see if we can get a break finally.
Yeah, I
SPY
got a
looking a little
breakout
bullish
on
though.
Square. I'm looking good. I'm up $140 looking to add into this.
Yeah, I'll throw you up while I'm waiting on this one.
Yeah,
You're up.
yep. Entries 61.93, guys. Looking for an add here at 62. Don't even have enough to buy a little bit more, maybe 200 shares there. There's 62.20s there, guys. Up there, 250 on the name. You're gonna look to take a little profit here.
You alright, buddy? My son is upset. Great time for this. I'll be right back, guys.
No stress. All right, guys. Let's see if this continues going here. Get my ad. All right, let's see if I get my ad here. 07, 06. I have the order out for 02s. SO3s. So how's everybody's trading going?
Hey. Sorry, my son's trying to go jump on the trampoline. Yeah, I mean, just in this one trade right now. Let me see. I don't think Mitch can hear me. Wait, can he? Yeah, you can. Okay, good.
Just looking for my ad here in Square. Still haven't gotten filled.
I gotta take you down a little bit right now. It's squeezing up on me. CGC.
Yeah. Squeeze in there. Let's hope it rejects these 60s. It's looking good for me, guys. I didn't get my ad there. It went right to my number, right next to it. It went to 6204. I had the order sitting there at 6202. But now I'm just going to cancel the order, let this work, try to get above 6220s. And I'll look to take some profit as it rips through 6220s. After that, 6240s.
All right, we're up to 65. Getting pretty close. Hopefully, I mean, it's got some resistance at 65 and 66, and so hopefully that holds, but we'll see. I just don't want to get stuck in a wedge breakout here. top of the range now. Like I said, I'll probably let it go to 80. 80 is really the top of that previous high. And so
Here we go, guys. Now we're up 280 on the name. It's above those 20s now.
honestly, Jeremiah, is probably the right move. Not taking any trades today, brother. It's just been a slow day, really. A lot of fake outs with fades. A lot of fake outs with short positions. A lot of squeezes up. And so I'm going to let CGC work here, but no, I haven't, Reese. I'm sure it's pretty decent, though. Yeah, it's been a fun few days for this competition. I'm definitely trading in a crazy way, but I think you have to. If I want to have, because here's the thing, I can either just slowly kind of grind up my account, but I'm actually never going to win the competition that way. And so in order to win, you got to take some swings. You got to take some big trades. And it is what it is, you know. It's not going to be, I'm not going to trade like this on a regular live account, but, you know, I kind of have to if I want to have a chance at winning the competition. And I'm still in it. We still have, you know, a week or so, but I'd have to start making some pretty big gains for the week. I wish I would have taken the sizing I am now earlier this week, obviously, and built up some cushion. But yeah, it is what it is. You know, I'm gonna take my swing, see if we can make it work, and if not, I tried my best. We can see. You know,
Yeah, I'm working in this trade over here. I'm up 260 right now. I'm trying to let it work. It's looking really strong. You know, everything's breaking out. I just need the SPY to continue going in my direction, and Square can keep going up here.
Yep. Square looks good. Up to at least 62.50. If we can break that, it looks even better. All right, so I am back at the bottom of the range here. We'll see if it can actually hold, but very obvious trend line right now.
Yeah, it looks great for you, brother. Little rejection there. Wick
Yeah.
pass.
Yeah, I'll take it. I mean, we just gotta. I like it. It's maintaining at the bottom of the range, but we'll see. You know. Just gonna give it that chance of being a big green day. Looks like we might get a bounce here. It just keeps maintaining at this lower the range, so we'll give it some time. It's still at the very bottom, and I still have about 20 cents to go before it gets to the top, and so we'll see. Gonna take that shot. Range is kind of the trend line is moving up for sure. We just got to see if it breaks down underneath it, and really, ideally, we need to see it break under the $half. That $50 or that 50-cent level, 40.50. Not great today on my competition account, James. But again, it's just a competition account, and it's fun. But definitely not feeling. You know, I'm definitely happy this is the competition account. I'll put it that way. I wouldn't trade like this in my live account, and I'm really just trying to get some swings in here. But Yeah, it's a learning experience, and it's been fun. Today wasn't as fun as yesterday, just because I didn't get enough sleep last night, and so I'm just kind of out of it. But still fun, nevertheless. We'll see if I can take a nap and then maybe come back and trade some more this afternoon. Is what I'm probably looking to do. Appreciate all the subs today. We did get a few new subs today, so welcome, guys. Still at the bottom of this range at 57 now. We'll see if we get a breakdown here. Yes, it's just a demo account, Aris. So yeah, it's just it's a demo account. So the competition, they give you 240k in buying power, and the goal is to make as much as possible in 2 weeks. And so, as you can probably see, I'm trading a lot looser and definitely a little bit more active than I normally trade. At this point, it's already a week is past since the competition, and so I need to take my swing. And so I'm kind of going for it a little bit with this trade, and we'll see. Hey, that's not bad, AZ. Except for this one, my risk is around 83 cents.
You guys covered a little bit there. 700 shares, $200 covered.
And the max loss per day is 3,500. So as long as I can maintain under 3,500, I still got time. Biggest thing is, I just don't want to see a big breakout here. And I'm back in with my 5,000 shares. Average is 51 now, so a little bit better average. No, man, yeah, it's just the competition's going on right now. People are kind of making crazy. You get 240k in buying power, and so people are kind of going crazy a little bit with it. There's 71s. Like I said, I just got to keep that 80-cent risk level. But it's definitely looking bullish at this point.
Not bad. Let's see if Square can hold these 6209s and rip past these 6225s. Yeah.
Definitely looking bullish.
I don't get it anymore. Yeah.
I'll let it test 80, 82, and then I'll jump out of it.
Yeah. Once it flipped past, I think 63, it just didn't look that great anymore.
Yeah, at this point, it looks like a wedge breakout. I just got to maintain that 82-cent risk, I think is what it is. Let me see what the high is. 79 is actually the high, so I just got to keep this right here.
There we go. Breaking out there, guys.
81.
They're at 36.
I could also use 84, but I'll probably stick with the 81 level. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Dustin. It looks like a wedge breakout at this point. I'm just going to stick to my risk level, though. Last time I did this, it got rejected right there at the top, so I'll let it try, but not looking great for me, guys. I'll give it some time. I mean, it's at the top of the range, and it bounced off the bottom of the range a bunch of times. So I'll still give it that chance, but definitely not looking as good as it did a few minutes ago. What a fun way, though, to break my green streak. I go from a 12-day green streak to a $1,000 loss. Luckily, the $1,000 loss was only on my demo account, my competition account, and the gains were on my real account. So here's the push. Like I said, 81, 82 is my risk. We're up to 76. This is where we're probably going to get a breakout.
All right, guys, just hit an ad here on this pullback of Square.
There's 78. Very, very close. $79s. Let's see if we get a breakout or a squeeze back down. Probably gonna get a breakout. All right, I'm out. All right, $2,300 down day, but I'm still in it. Still haven't hit my max loss yet. But with that said, guys, I'm tired. I'm gonna go sleep.
Yeah,
I need to sleep.
I'm killing it in Square, guys. Anything, I'll let you guys know what happens. Not a bad day for me at all. I mean, I'm up 715 right now. Unrealized 90. Pushing hard. Trying to get to that 1K today.
Yeah. Looks good, man. Nice job, brother. Killing
Good
it today,
trades
man.
today. I'm seeing breakouts all along. SPY holding well.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see how I do next week in the competition. It's gonna be kind of tough though. But yeah, I'm out too, Jeremiah. Later, Mitch. Later, guys. Have a good day. We'll see you all. Oh, go check out Trade Ideas. I'll post that link here as well. If you want to use the scanners that Mitch and I use, go check out Trade Ideas. Really cool company. Super dynamic scanners. Allows you to do a lot of different stuff. And so go check them out. There's the link. Also, join our public Discord channel. Our goal for this is making a free day trading chat room. We actually broke 400 users in our Discord, so join our public Discord here. And yeah, like I said, if you want to take advantage of our broker, the same broker that we use, check out this link as well. So good luck, guys. Yeah, no stress, Tiny. It's one of those things where it's like I had to take my swing, and I still have about 10K in losses to take, and so I can still take my swing. The big thing is I just need to stay under that $3,500 max loss is what I have to do. I have to stay under that $3,500 max loss. And so Friday today wasn't the day. Friday the volume's a little bit worse usually, and so today probably wasn't the day to take the swings, but it is what it is. Luckily it's just my demo account for the competition, so we'll see how we can finish the competition next week. Later, guys. Later, Mitch. I'm going to sleep.
I'll keep you guys tuned in on the Discord. It's looking great for me. Looking probably to sell a little bit into this rip into 40s.
Yep. Looks good, man. Keep killing it, man. Later, guys.